So I haven't recorded this game before, but I'm interested in doing a short series on this, covering the first mission I have from the DLC, which is the Battle for Odinstov. And I'll be playing the Soviets, which are on the defensive as far as I'm aware. So the Germans are pushing in this northern area up here on the hill, and then in the south. And we have been pushed back, and we've got reinforcements coming in from the north. So we've got some tanks and a small infantry company or platoon. I think that's a company. But we're on the defensive. We've got some we've got some trenches set up. But a lot of our units seem to be on the retreat almost, with our main place, Odinstov, up here. Our main points. These guys aren't entrenched, yet this is where most of the enemy are. So this looks like it's going to be a tough one, and I'm not sure if historically the Germans won this one. I'm pretty sure they did. So if we are to win, it's going to be a tough one. How I'm going to do this video, guys, is I'm going to have this introduction period where I just explain how I'm going to be playing, and etc, etc. I'm going to have the planning phase where I move the troops around on this map and talk a bit about what my plans are, and then I'm going to cut straight to the battle phase where I will treat it like a cinematic sort of playthrough. I'll move my units, and then I will just simply watch how the battle goes with the UI turned off. So I'm going to put timestamps in, so if you don't want to hear this introduction, you don't want to see the planning, you can skip straight to the battle where I will pick the highlights for you guys to watch. If not, then thank you for watching this introduction period. So I want to start off by saying that I'm not the best at Graviteam Tactics by any means. I haven't got that many hours on it. I really, really enjoy this game, but I haven't played it in a while, and I thought, what a great game to come to for YouTubers. I'm used to playing historical games, economic ones, so if you want to check them out, such as Ostrov or Emir, you probably haven't heard of them, but if you have, go check them out. This is very different from them, but it still fits into the historical, realistic theme, and I'm really excited to give it a go. If you are enjoying this type of game and you want to see more of it, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel, because I can obviously both see what videos are getting the most likes and what videos are getting subscribers, and then that way I will do more videos for this type of content. Because if this gets very little likes, very little views, I will assume people just aren't interested, and I probably won't do any more videos. If this video does do well, and the rest of this short series on the Odinstov battle does do well, I will continue and cover some of the other larger battles and campaign missions, so we can get more videos out on this. Anyway guys, that is the introduction done. I'm now going to move on to the planning phase. So looking at our formation, Odinstov is the primary defensive location, as well as Popov down here. Popov seems to be better defended, as it can't be flanked from the south. We've got an infantry company, that seems to be, and why I think it's a company is because it's got anti-tank support, mortar support, and several platoons. This may be bigger than a company. No, I think it is a company, but it's definitely a full-size company. We've then got a regiment over here, support vehicles, which they're not particularly useful for fighting, but we've got them. But these guys are all entrenched, so I'm going to keep things how they are down here. Over here, though, this is where I want to play around with things. We've got a repair platoon here, and we've got our main fighting force, which certainly isn't as big as the one down south, and it isn't entrenched. But we have got an anti-tank battalion here. So actually, maybe these are battalions. It says RR, I'm not sure if that stands for regiment something. I'm not sure, but it looks pretty substantial with the amount of troops we've got. So we've got them located there, and we've got these guys, which also has some anti-tank guns, some fire support units, and two what look like either platoons or companies. These guys aren't entrenched. I need to have a think what I want to do with all these lot. Currently, they're down in this sort of gap where the river falls, so this isn't a very good position at all. I'm thinking of moving them up here, but then I'm worried they'll be sort of split off. But I definitely want them in a raised ground, so they're not going to be losing from a height advantage. I want them to have height advantage, but it doesn't seem like that's possible. I'm going to move them up here. I'm going to march them up here. If we attack here, the enemy will still have height advantage. This gives us a good position, so if the enemy moves down here, I can attack them from above. But it also means if the enemy's largely attacking here, I can push in. It doesn't seem like there's anything else I want to do. We've got a regiment HQ here, which isn't really in range. Well, it isn't in range at all of any of these. I think I'm gonna move these guys down. Can't actually move these tracks, okay. I'm going to move these guys over here. Alright, well that is the planning phase over. I'm not going to move any of our troops. No, I'm going to tell them to defend here. Yeah, I'm not going to move any of our troops because I want the enemy to come to us. I'm just clicking defense here. I'm not sure if that does anything. I'm hoping it means they will dig more trenches. Onto the force list here. Can add extra regiments, but I'm not going to do that. So I just want to know when we're going to get these tanks in. On the way and on the way. And these guys as well. So we've got two really good either battalions or companies. I'm not sure what they are. And then we've got a tank company, it looks like, over here as well. So these is going to be really vital reinforcements. Let's see what the enemy does. Okay, so the southern force down here has attacked us. And they're attacking at Popov, where we've got a entrenched unit down here with our commanders here. So let's see how this one goes. Okay guys, so we're in the tactical phase now. We've got Popov down here, which is quite well concealed. We've got a lot of foliage, some small houses to get into. We've also got some craters up front here to give a little bit of protection. Looking at what we've got around to play, we've got a substantial amount of troops here. These, I'm guessing, are the squads. So this would be a platoon, which means that this is a company. So yeah, that's a company. So we've got several platoons of infantry with what looks like, are these mortars? Or are these machine guns? No, these are actually heavy, medium machine guns. Okay, so we've got medium machine guns, anti-tank guns. So this is a good force to actually take on some light vehicles and infantry. We've also got over here some entrenched. Oh, so these guys are actually all entrenched. So these guys are entrenched over here, and engineer corps, I think these guys are. But these guys aren't really going to do very much. 2, 3, 3, 3. So we can see there's not many lads over there. These guys are all in vehicles, and again, I think it's just two of each. So these guys are basically useless. And then finally, over here, we have got a smaller, I think these are the command platoon, or the regiment HQ. So we do want these guys close over here. So I'm just going to play around with getting these guys all positioned up. Do a little bit of talking. Again, if you want to skip straight to the battle, then click the timestamp. Okay, so what I've done here is I've got my slightly larger entrenched engineer group set up here just to watch this area over here. More of like a recon, like a static recon. They're simply going to be looking out here to see if any enemies are flanking us. If there are, I can reposition troops or pull back troops or whatever. And if the enemy do attack from over here, there's a little bit of fire going their way. Over here, I've stationed my anti-tank battery. So I've got the actual anti-tank unit here, which has 3 AT guns. These are in the trees, one covering this way and the other 2 looking towards the crossroads. And then I've got the battery leader over here and just checking his vision. He can't see a lot, so I'm going to push him up here. Yeah, so now he's got an okay view in front, so we can give direct commands to the battery. And then over here I've got an anti-tank rifle group. So these guys are going to entrench here on this sort of tree line. But if I need to, I can reposition them to flank some light vehicles that are coming their way or whatever. But if the enemy does attack straight on, I've got both anti-tank guns and anti-tank rifles going to be shooting at them. I've then positioned behind Popov just some these engineer units here, which are really not fit to fight. There's only 2 troops per little crew, and they've got some vehicles, but there's nothing I really want to tow. Like, we've got the anti-tank guns over here, but they've got their own vehicles, so I'm just going to leave them back here, and they probably won't do anything in the fight. Then lastly, I've got these guys over here who I'm yet to actually sort of place, but by the looks of it, they've got no vision. You can see these lines here represent the vision. Click this button, show area of sight. They've got no vision. As soon as the enemy reaches the border here, that's when they can be seen. That's really not good, because that's a very close range that the enemy can get before they can be seen. So I am going to keep them here still, but I'm going to keep them directly on Popov. So in these buildings, in this tree line, if the enemy do attack straight down here, they will face a wave of fire from machine guns and the rifle fire, but it's going to be quite difficult. But I'm going to get this all set up now. Okay, so that is all the troops ready in position. So I've got machine guns over here. They're actually quite far away from like the section command, so I'm worried that that may cause some problems, but I'm actually going to move the commander here. So we've got a second in command here, and then the main commander here. But these machine guns are put here because they've got a massive view to cover a large area here and hopefully pin down the enemy. If I was to put them here, very close range, they're almost ineffective. But I have actually put the anti-tank guns here, and the reason is because we've already got anti-tank guns covering over here, and then the other troops I've just spread out in a line this way, just to cover a bit of both areas. But let's see where the enemy attack from, and let's see how the battle goes. So looking at the battlefield, we can see it's immediately gone very foggy. In fact, even I can barely see things, so these soldiers probably can't see a thing. We've got the formation of our troops who started to entrench. Some of them are just standing out in the middle of nowhere. But we've got our people entrenched, ready to go. And actually, the enemy's raining down a lot of artillery fire. Oh my goodness. Thankfully, we're entrenched, only shrapnels. Hopefully not going to do too much, but that was very close. I'm not sure if the enemy actually has sights on us, or they're just bombarding Popov. I think they're just bombarding Popov, because they're not actually attacking these guys. Oh, saying that our radio operator's down. Ah, shit. Radio team's taking fire. So it looks like the Germans are going to try and flush us out, but we're going to have to put up with this artillery fire for now. So already we can see that the crew that was hit is injured, but they've got back into the trenches and they're doing okay. So at least we didn't lose too many casualties from that small bombardment. So the artillery bombardment has restarted, but it is aiming very close to Popov, which does confirm it for me that the enemy doesn't actually have sights on us. They're just bombarding the houses near Popov. Which is smart of them to do, but then that's made me glad I didn't put the troops actually in the houses directly. Still no sight of the enemy though, so maybe they're just trying to flush us out and then attack. Maybe they're slowly advancing. I don't know. We should have to wait and see. Okay, we've just been contacted. Right here, directly next to us. In this forest, enemy is pushed up. Okay. Get our troops to face this way. Oh, they're right next to us. They're throwing grenades. Oh, fuck. This is the commander. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. We've just lost our section commander. So dark, they didn't even see. And the enemy doesn't have enough... Sorry, our troops don't have enough command to fucking face this way, but... Okay, right. This is not good. The enemy's right ahead. We gonna get many shots off? What's going on? Okay, our machine guns are under suppressing fire. You see here, the enemy are bombarding our batteries. Just they're landing some good hits on our anti-tank guns. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call artillery support. No, not there. Okay, so I'm going to call artillery support on this location. High explosives. 10 per gun. Let's go. I don't think our guy has view. He probably won't, so we're going to need to get him into position. Yeah, I don't think he does. But actually, they're pinned down over here. I'm going to get these guys to move out into the forest here. So it's going to be a quick run over here. And then hold position over here. There we go. Seems like all our guns are destroyed, all our people are dying. They just weren't firing back. And then now they're fleeing, they're just not having it. Oh lord, this hasn't gone good. Okay, so I've moved this little half-track vehicle. It's not going to do much. It's got a little machine gun though, so it's maybe better than nothing. I'm going to move that into position here, and hopefully we can take out the enemy. Ah, shit, wrong one. Here we go. Move this little vehicle. Here we go. I can already see it's shooting at the enemy. Oh, it's got a kill there. I'm going to move the rest of these little vehicles up. So at least they can provide some sort of fire support. So you can already see the Germans are mortaring this little half-track here. They're not happy. They're not happy about this one. But this, I'm glad I've moved this. It's already got a few kills. Pinning down the enemy a little bit more. The other two are now moving into position. Ooh, these are some close shots. It doesn't seem like the enemy are trying to flank us, but I do want to keep these people here in position. They're not really strong enough to put on any offensive, so I'm just going to leave them there. Already, these guys are already engaging with the enemy. Very good. It does seem like our MG squads all got killed though. Really annoying. I would like to push these guys forward, but you can see the enemy. is over here, but they're not pushing forward very quickly. Seems like the enemies have lost a lot of troops, actually, looking at the amount of casualties they've faced. But at the same time, we've lost just as many. I don't know why they're leaving their trenches. What's going on? Let's have a look. Can't see anything from why they're doing that. And I've got, the cannons are firing. Look at this, 36 out of 40. The mortars are raining down on the enemy, but they have moved forward a bit since I put that order in. I just don't understand why they're out of the trenches. I don't understand why that's happening. Looking at the... Is there some mortar over here? No, it's a MMG. We do seem to have pinned them down a bit. They're not using it. No, now they are. Okay. Okay, so now we've got all three half-tracks all firing at the enemy. So this is providing some sort of machine gun support. I don't want to make this easy for the Germans. So we can see the Germans are really pushing up. These are our trenches over here, and you can see they're about to reach them. I'm very impressed with these half-tracks. They've actually put up a very good fight. In fact, I think these are the leading factor to what's keeping them back on this side. The three half-track guns. The Germans are very close here. They're getting too close to our position at the forest. But you can see all our troops dead over here. Oh goodness. We've lost all our anti-tank guns. All the crew here are dead. All the crew at this one are dead. Germans are taking some casualties on this front, but really they're pinning our guys down with their MMGs, and even just the platoon MG42s and the MG38. Ah, look at this. Yeah, we've lost a lot of troops here. What's this commander doing? Look at him just waddling on the battlefield. Oh, he almost died there. Oh my gosh. Oh, they've just got so much machine gun fire over here. Unrivaled machine gun fire. Ooh, the half-track here is taking some fire. Still operational? Ooh, the anti-tank. Yeah, anti-tank fire. Looks like the other two are still operational. I can see the MG. Oh, no. Oh no! This one's down. I'm not sure. I'm guessing there was 2 crew, a driver and a gunner, so looks like we lost a member there. So that's one of the half tracks down. The other 2 will probably face the same fate as that anti-tank gun. Probably its view on both of them. Fields are burning. Troops are fleeing. Mostly dead on this side. The enemy's just MG. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they've really got us pinned. These are our smokes. I'm guessing they're saying that they're retreating. Yeah, mortar fires pinning our troops down on the already unrelenting machine gun fire on this forest stretch. Addition of mortars, that's just, yeah, they're gone. If we can move this one up a bit though. Oh! Oh! Those half-tracks have done wonders though. Yeah, the enemy has taken a lot of casualties. Yeah, this German anti-tank gun here. Good view in all our units. Ah, gosh. Yeah, we're done for. Death everywhere. Look at this. All our troops dead. Because they just appeared on this forest. So quickly we didn't even have view of them. Well, I've called a retreat there, guys. There's no point taking any more casualties for this. If we look at our troops, yeah, you can see here just dead, dead, and more dead. And in fact, the ones that are alive, they're retreating. Look at this. The commander told them to get out, and that's what they're doing. They're fleeing. So there's not much more I can really do. Look at all the commander deaths we've had. Some units have surrendered. Ah, the enemy has pushed very well. They're taking out our half tracks. This one's blown up. This one's still going. I'm going to tell everybody else to get out and get out now. So I'm going to get all these guys to covertly move into the forest. Those guys can stay where they are. These guys covertly move away. Everybody's to try and sneak away. probably orders aren't going to get through, but if they can, get people to get out. Quick, get out, get out. Ugh. What a horrifying battle this has been for us. Yep, they're fleeing. Good. Because it's going to take 5 minutes for the battle to end, so I just want to try and get as many troops out as possible into the safety of this woodland. Not sure if covert move is the best thing to use, but at least, actually no, I'm going to say fast move is. I want to fast move out of this forest. Down here now. Get these guys out. I'm going to get them to flee over here. Too late. Then I'm going to speed the game up. Oh, these half-tracks taking shots. Yep, these guys are all down. Oh, this is terrible. But the commanders haven't fled. Get out of here, quickly. Yeah, these troops over here overrun. They just didn't flee with the rest of the people. German soldiers came in and shot them all. Absolutely brutal. Trying to get these last guys to flee. There we go. The battle is over and it's a catastrophic loss for us. 70% of our troops lost. The enemy did lose a quarter of their troops. It's not like we just gave our space away, but we didn't really put up much of a fight. We can see here we lost all the territory. We destroyed 7 of their weapons, but that's not good enough. The enemy lost 33% of their infantry and command, but we lost too much. So we're now back into the operational, and we can see that the enemy down here has pushed us back. They've taken Popov very easily, and our platoons have been routed. And now the enemy's gonna try and do the same up north, where we don't even have entrenched troops. So this has been a terrible loss for us. In the next episode, though, we're gonna hopefully put up a little bit better of a fight, maybe even win. Probably not. The enemy probably outnumber us massively again. I think in that fight, they had 5 times the troops we did. They had 250, and I think we had like 60, or at least that's what we had left. Now, I think they started with 350, and we started with 100, or something like that. They definitely had more. You can go back and check. So they definitely had a lot more troops than us, a lot more guns, a lot more everything. But guys, I hope you've enjoyed this at least taster session of what my videos are going to be like on this series. If you have enjoyed it and you do want to see more content from this, please give the video a like. And if you are enjoying this and you want to see more, also subscribe to the channel so you can be notified when new content is released. So, thanks for watching episode 1 of this short Graviteam Tactics series. I'll see you in the next episode.